Okay, we are up to turn counter 34. He literally just hit for 132,000 plus the War Master proc, so 190,000. I don't know if you guys saw that. We're at 30 million damage with this guy on the team. Wow. 122,000. Okay, I don't think if I would have recorded this, nobody would have believed me. My last run, I just did 35 million with Draco. What's up, everybody? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We are doing one of my favorite champions in the game. He was my first Void legend, not legendary, first Void epic in the game. I knew nothing about the game, so I leveled him up, used him everywhere. He helped me progress throughout the entire game, and he's still viable in game. So we're gonna get into Lightsworn today. Lightsworn is such a cool looking Void epic champion. I think when I got him, I was asking like Stu and everybody like, hey, do you use this guy? Do you use this guy? Do you use this guy? And when I was using him, I was sending him like screenshots of like how much damage he was actually doing in PvP, in PvE, and Clan Boss, and nobody was ever using him. I don't even know if there's a lot of videos of him on YouTube, but I said I was going to do it, and we're going to do it. We're going to do a video on Lightsworn today, so let's get into it. We're going to go over artifacts, skills, masteries, where it could be used, and kind of different gear sets you want to try on him. So first off, I just did a video of me recording Clan Boss, so I'll add that at the end. I was shocked on how much damage he did with this crappy gear. So I actually changed him up a couple different times because he did have like pretty good gear on when I first started, and then as I progressed, I got better champions and kind of moved the gear. But then today I went back and put back on some gear so that way he didn't get one shot in Clan Boss. So my goal is to get him above 191 speed. We got him around 200 just so we can go before the Clan Boss. But this is the total stats of the gear you're looking at right now. Over 4,000 defense for the Clan Boss, which is good. Over 191 speed, which is good. The accuracy, I didn't bring him in for the attack down part of it, but I'm going to tell you what you can do later on. And then only 40 crit. All right. So what I would do is I would go back and I would actually change this to crit rate gloves. If anybody has crit rate gloves. No speed though, so I lose 12 speed. Alright, so I'd probably put these gloves on him instead. So that's what I would change, is when I use him in Faction Wars, I'm going to take out the defense gloves, and I'm going to see if I can get better. If I lose 12 speed, what's that? Yeah, so that brings me down too low. But I'm going to put crit damage gloves on him. So look at this set. I'm going to up his crit rate by another 46. Yeah, so I'm up his crit rate by another 46, maybe 56 if I get the 60% crit rate. So that's kind of the goal here, right? So I would upgrade his gloves to crit rate. So this is kind of what I gear with him. I wanted him fast, I wanted him tanky, so we got speed, speed HP, speed HP defense. This is going to be crit rate and hopefully some HP and speed there. And then defense, chest piece. So we didn't really need the accuracy because I wasn't bringing him back for accuracy. I was bringing in him to hit hard, last long, and be fast. And then obviously speed boots with some crit rate there. So this, if you're going to go for a Clan Boss team, there's a couple of different ways to build him. The skills that he has an A1, which is a 3-hitter, so perfect for Fire Knight, perfect for counterattack Clan Boss teams. Decrease the target's turn meter by 10%. So that's why he's so good in Faction Wars. He's so good in dungeons. He's so good in Doom Tower. He's good in Fire Knight. Like, he's going to decrease the turn meter as long as his accuracy is up. This build doesn't have a lot of accuracy, so if you want to use this for accuracy, get the accuracy up. This one also very good. Decrease the speed for any of the Doom Tower bosses, for Faction Wars bosses, for Fire Knight bosses, and also decreased attack, which could be used for the Clan Boss. Attacks one enemy has a 50% places, so just places, not a chance. Places 50% decreased attack and 30% decreased speed for 2 turns. on a 3-turn cooldown. That is awesome. Very, very good. So if you wanted him for your decrease attack champion, you can do the mastery in the support tree, where you have a chance to extend buffs. So you can try extend this buff right here for the clan boss. But reliably, if you wanted him super fast, you can probably get him up to like 241, 250 speed. So that way he's doing it every 2 turns faster. So that way you can put on the clan boss faster. So that's another option, is if you want to put the clan boss for the decreased attack, make him really, really fast, or get somebody that extends debuffs, or use the mastery that you can master hexer. So that's the winning options. Now, the third skill is pretty cool. It actually plays a 6% increased defense, super tanky. So it actually reduces the attack on the enemy champion and increases the defense on your team. Also has a revive on death, which is amazing in PvP. So when I started in PvP, he actually helped me get to gold 4, do all the missions, because he puts this up automatically, so that way if anybody kills, like, nukes down your team, they all just revive back up. Pretty cool skill. So his artifacts, back to the effects, we did crit damage. I would keep this up crit damage if you're going to do the crit rate gloves. Defense for the ring. This, again, I would go with the accuracy if you're going to use them in more of like a faction wars or PvE setting. Definitely use the accuracy and just get speed and defense. And everything else we already went over. So that's kind of the gear that you were looking at. So we have a 12 for the chest piece, 12 for the helmet, and 12 for this, and then we also have all 12s on here. So like I said, this is the average build. I would suggest the crit rate gloves for you guys, but with the damage that this guy does with the average build, let's actually put the crit rate gloves on him now. Man, you gotta love that 2 standard HP roll on the 6-star crit rate glove set, don't you? I know I do. One more. There we go. And that attack on my defense-based champion. So good. So good. Alright, so let's just click this. Alright, cool. So we are at 75 crit rate. Not the best. Once it gets up to 60, that's another 21. That's 96. All right, so 96 would be good. So we'll get this up to 60%. You know what? For you guys, I'm going to do that for you. So I know there's an artifact enhancement event coming up, so I'm going to level this up to 15 and see what we're looking at. All right, there you go. I did it for you guys. So we got actually 6% crit damage. We got 60% increased gloves. They are on this guy now. So he is at 96% crit, 128 crit damage, no accuracy, pretty good speed still, 3600 defense. There's no glyphs really on him. So if we ever glyphed him up, he'd actually be really good. If we level this up, he'd be even better. So I did one run with the clan boss, and we're gonna do another run and see if it's actually higher than the first run. Alright, but let's get into the dungeons. So what is he going to be good for? Now, I wanted to make some videos of the new AI changes that they made for Fire Knight. So we're going to test out Fire Knight. He's, again, very good in Fire Knight. We're testing out this girl earlier. Let's get in him. I don't have a good aura. We're just going to get into this. Cool. So what kind of damage does he do with almost 100% crit rate? Again, he's a defense-based champion. So anybody who's a defense-based champion that has good crit rate is going to hit hard. Like Rosin has 100% crit rate, so he does very, very good damage. His new clan boss change makes him amazing. Like he does like 11 million damage on clan boss. So there you go. He just hit for 57k without any debuffs. Or he might have debuffs. So the only debuff that we have in this is Rosin, but we only need him for the Fire Knight boss. Obviously, we have a Reser, so if you have like Uber or somebody else to Reser your team, definitely bring that in. Anybody who has a Reser for the campaign to get your Arbiter, you're set. Because you can just put it on auto and kind of just let him get to the boss. Just build him super tanky. But he definitely helps out the team by boosting up their defense, There you go. Revive on death. Died again. But we're gonna fast forward to the end. Or 7K. Okay, and here we go. So again, we're kind of doing this twice. We're gonna test out the Cold Heart, right? So Cold Heart has Heart Seeker up now, and she just did it. So this is with the new AI fix. So good job, Clarion. He has A3 up. Oh, look at that. He did the A3. Good job, Clarion. He also did the 3-hitter, which is good because he probably only had that up. But we're gonna do a before and after video of this. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the button. All right, so let's go back to Lightsworn. Lightsworn didn't have the revive up on death. Would have helped. But how much damage is he doing? So he didn't put up the decreased defense yet, or the attack. Put that up now. Heartseeker, resed up. All right, Lightsworn, what are you gonna do? All right, so 50k, not bad. He had the defense down from Rosin. We got the weaken up now, but I want to see what his 3-hitter is going to do. All right, not bad. So like 10,000 per hit plus the War Master procs, Giant Flare procs. He just has a 3-hitter. Like that's good. So Cold Hearts are supposed to be fixed, but they're not fixed. But we just did a 4-minute run on auto, which isn't bad. Like I said, if you're doing runs on auto, that's 100% chance you're good to go. Let's get back to what else is he good? Is he good in Spider? To kind of put the decreased speed up. I mean, you need accuracy. I don't have accuracy, so that's not a good chance. If you need him to put decreased speed up, I'd rather just bring in the Royal Guard for that. So you probably won't be running him in Spider. Fire Knight, you already saw. Dragon, he's gonna be really good. So if you just bring him in Dragon, he's good. Ice Golem is Void, so he's gonna be good for the Void for the Ice Golem champion. He's got a 3-hitter. He's got the decreased attack. He's got the decreased speed. So again, gonna be good. Everybody's been a Minotaur, and then the keeps. So let's get into some PvP. I haven't run them in PvP in probably a year because I haven't ran them, or I haven't used them in a while. But I wanted to do a video because he's one of my favorite champions. So let's try out a defensive team right here. Let's get him. Let's get a decreased defense up. That was just such a random team in my last video. And then speed booster. Cool, so let's try this. Shields are up. I don't think he's geared or leveled for helms or shield or whatever. Alright, so let's boost up. We have no increased defense, which kind of stinks. Alright, we're gonna attack. So let's do this on battle. 20k with the shield. All these are just gonna get cleansed anyway. Should probably put up the revive buff on myself. Alright, cool. So revive on death. So whoever dies should be revived. He has a counter attack. He's got the masteries for that. So dead, revived. In gold 1 through gold 3, sometimes he literally would be my last champion alive. Like he would just tank and survive through everybody. Obviously gold 4 and platinum he's not as viable, but going through all the ranks, if you build him super tanky with lifesteal set, he's gonna be the last one to survive. Okay, let's just run this. Let's see what he does. Counterattack. So he decreases the defense or the turn meter as well. One is 3-hitter A1. Puts some decreased speed, attack. Like this is basically what he was doing by himself. Lower agreement. Like he kind of heals himself as well, so they didn't have Gorger Rab in there. See how much you can hit her for. There we go, big nuke. Boom! 47,000. That's with 120 crit damage, by the way. Like nothing. So if he was built like Rosin, he'd probably be hitting a lot harder. If I just took off the Rosin gear, put it on him, he would hit really hard. Obviously, if you built him for PvP, you could definitely do that. What else? That's good for PvP. You saw PvP. So, Faction Wars. Awesome champion Faction Wars. I think yeah, it's coming up. So we have the Sacred Order Faction Wars. Cardinal being able to res everybody, bring him in. Him being like your DPS dealer and buffer, so you can revive on death, which helps out. But also like putting up the decreased attack and also the decreased speed, and he decreased the turn meter, you can help out a lot. Lightsworn, he's a very good void champion. If you have him, level him up, he's going to help out in Faction Wars, and even the clan boss. Let's actually do one more clan boss run. I think I have a key in here. Yeah. So we're going to use the key for you guys because you guys are awesome. So like the video if you haven't already. We're going to go clan boss. Blue. Now this is what I just did. We did 30 million first key, which I'll show at the end. And then let's see what this one does with the extra crit rate. Rosin does so much more damage now with the AI fix. Let's see what it does. 170,000 on the A2. I don't want him. Do I want him? All right, cool. So you go. So he's definitely gonna do a lot more damage. Like that was a crap ton right there. So Rosin's hitting for 45k each. He's hitting for around 20 to 25k each. So comparing him to a legendary. There you go. Rosin's hitting for around 18,000. So he's hitting about half of what Rosin's hitting. But he also brings up the increased defense, as well as Alton, but 117, I think that one was. So his A2 hits freaking hard. So just think about this. I took him out for Draco, and we're doing 30 million for the clan boss. Why do I have Draco? This is literally just a run up and beat your face team. We have one cleanser and a poisoner and a healer, so obviously Bad L is very, very good. But I want to see Alton put up the increased defense and then him run in and do it. That would be the perfect set. Okay, so we got it right here. So he's got the increased defense, and then these two. So let's see what he hits for. All right, 100k, 104,000. I think it was higher than the other. But I think he's critting almost every time. He's at 96% crit rate. Hey, look at that, crits every day. He's good for every single clan boss because he's void. So you want to run him in some other. Oh, I didn't crit that one. Damn. If you want to run him in every clan boss, you can. Like I said, he helped me get to this clan boss, like the final Nightmare clan boss. And even now, he's good on it. So let's say I didn't replace him. He's still doing crap ton of damage. All right, so we shall fast forward to the end for you guys. We don't have to sit here for another 20 minutes, and we'll update. All right, we're wrapping it up. Not as good as the first round, but RNG, right? So we're gonna see how much damage he did with 33 turns. All right, cool. So we are at 5.2 mil. Last run, Rosin did around 10 million. So I guess if you add another 2 million, so he probably would have been like 5 to 7. Not bad. I mean, he's an epic champion. Uh, Healed himself. You saw how hard he can hit. So let's get back to him. Hey guys, so that'll do it for Lightsworn. Let me know what you guys thought about him. If you have him, congrats. If you're gonna use him, I mean he is an older champion. Like he's definitely one of the first original Void champions. He just looks cool. But are you gonna use him? Again, if you're newer, definitely use him. He helped out my account get to where it is now. PvP, you got to build him for PvP, but I'm sure you can do it. There's so many good gear sets out there now. But again, even for the clan boss, you just saw that he can do 5 to 7 million by himself on Ultra Nightmare. Worth it. So guys, appreciate you clicking on the video. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button. We're up to 228 as of today. So whenever you're watching this video, that's kind of how fast we grew. Appreciate it. Good luck with everything, and enjoy the rest of your week.